It has been almost 6 weeks now since an excavator came along here and put this big pile of dirt in my driveway and left me with this trench here, exposing the foundation of the house. And what I have found, having exposed the foundation of the house, is I have this nice clay tile here that runs all the way down to a solid rock foundation. But for some reason, here on this bump out part of the house, the builder chose, instead of building down to that solid rock foundation, instead they put a bunch of fill dirt in here, put like a 1-inch layer of mortar, and then started laying up these clay tiles. And that's what I've been dealing with. Well, like I said, it's been almost 6 weeks. In that time, we got these drain pipes in here. That one is for the downspout rain dispersal, and that one down there with the cap on it, that is the footer drain that's running right at the basement level, and that these two pipes run all the way to the street. That has been quite a project, putting all that stuff in. And anyway, chasing it down here, there are 3 days of summer left, and I need to get this thing put back together, because I know this autumn, if I don't get this thing done, it's going to be a really sloppy mess. So over the next couple of weeks, I am hoping to underpin this chunk of foundation just as I have done over here. You can look it up in the previous video. All you can see right now is a little bit right there, because, well, I've been backfilling here. I finally got around to parging the wall where it's going to be underground, and then I got a layer of tar on it. And then, just a couple days ago, my friend was generous enough to deliver me a load of gravel in his pickup truck, 3/4 of a yard, and I have that was a tiny bit more than I needed. So this is the excess pile. Boy, I could bring this whole fill thing over to this point if I didn't have this excess. But, well, we're going to sit on that, because that's going to go in this hole at some point. But we're not ready for that yet. Now, underneath this rock, can I pull this out? No, these rocks are going to fall too. So what I've been doing here is backfilling. Now that I got these pipes to this point, I got a big chunk of the original. I think I started out my summer this year tearing out the porch steps and replacing them. Well, part of the old porch steps that I tore out, I'm using as retaining wall here, so that I can put all this fill in here. I got this storage for my excess gravel. And how am I oh yeah, and I mentioned I got the tar, I got the drain pipes, I got the gravel. Also, we're using this cloth stuff here. Well, I'm going to have to remove more gravel before I can put the cloth down. But we're using this cloth stuff as a soil separator between the gravel and the dirt. That's recommended. And since this pile is way too high, what I've done is I got a chunk of plywood in here that I can pull out later. The fabric goes down to where it's supposed to, and once I remove the dirt, I can lay it down properly. And I have laid it down properly everywhere back beyond this point. As I said, I made this kind of temporary retaining wall. I like to play with the rocks, and I just threw in whatever I could so that I could fill this driveway back up. And I'm attempting to reclaim this, because I want to get rid of this pile of dirt already. And I have exposed half of the old original driveway, and now I just walked right out of the hole just like that. So I've been filling this thing just about to the grade that it needs to be. And the way I'm compacting it, well, you can see it's more or less even. As I've been throwing this dirt in here, I just been going around. Let's do our action shot. taking the pick, and I got this pile of dirt here, and just swinging away at it like this, and it don't take nothing before I got a pile of stuff like that. And then with that pile of stuff like that, I take my shovel. I do not have to actually lift the shovel. All I need to do is scrape it along here and keep pushing it until it falls in the hole, and then I spread it out. So I've been filling like an inch at a time, and then to compact it, I've been just walking all over it like this. It's amazing the compaction you get if you use one of those big machines or something. Well, the trouble I would have to go to get one of those big machines just to fill this little area wouldn't be worth it. So I found if you just walk all over it like this, it does get compacted, believe it or not. I'm sure it'll settle some more, but that gets me to 90% at least, I'm thinking. And well, I think at this point almost got my driveway, even though I still have a whole bunch of dirt here with my driveway widening project. Once I put this together, the space I have here is at least or more than the width that I had with the original driveway, and at some point I'm gonna figure out how to get rid of all this dirt, and then it's gonna look a little different.